Now, tell us the story behind the sticker itself. Now, the sticker is your, standard size round sticker.
It's like it's a little floating head of my dad.
Yeah.
And it was drawn by one of my coworkers' husbands, and they brought it to the funeral. They printed out like on the fly.
So this is just on a whim.
Yeah, it was nothing. They got them all printed out, brought them up to the funeral in Pittsburgh. We're kind of just handing them out. Everyone's wearing them, putting them on things, just kind of tagging up the city. And then all of a sudden, people started seeing pictures like on my Twitter and stuff. So they asked if they can get one. So we said, yeah, we'll order another 2,000 and send us an envelope, and we'll send you some stickers back.
Did you bring us some stickers in this morning?
I got 2.
Yes! Okay, perfect. You know what, Danielle wants one.
Yeah, she gets. You and I can find.
I'll be back. I'm actually right after this. I'm going to Signs by Tomorrow to pick up 10,000. So
right on.
How much do 10,000 stickers cost these days? They can't be cheap, can they?
It's not cheap, and it's funny because like some people might think I'm like making a profit from this site and like cash in on my dad's name. I'm putting out way like a lot of money on this site.
I saw that part on his website. You see where if you want one of these stickers, about my father, then please just send a self-addressed stamped envelope. That's it. And he goes, if you want, throw in $1 because these things aren't cheap.
Now, are you mailing those out yourself, Billy?
Yeah, you know what? I am at the moment.
My gosh.
It's me in an office. We have a P.O. box, and it's kind of just. It's me going through all this mail and just it's not the funnest job. But
I was gonna say you might get tired of that after about 2,000 people requesting.
The thing that keeps me going is like the people will send drawings of me and my dad or just whatever they can think of. And I said send something cool, you might get more stickers too. So
in studio, young Billy Mays.
Did you know that your dad had this kind of effect on people?
Yeah, I did. In a way. Not then it kind of just like it all came together right when he died, which is like kind of ironic and. It kind of sucks, but
yeah, kind of ironic and kind of sucks.
It's like it's almost like I wish he could see this site, and he'd really get it then, because we knew what was going on, but it was all moving so fast that he didn't really have time to look at what he was making.
Now, do you have any hostility towards the ShamWow guy at all?
You know what? He does his own thing. Whatever. It's
That's a yes.
I've never met. No. I've never met him actually, so I can't really say anything, about him except what my dad has said. So
those first week or two, obviously, personally, you're distraught. But then you turn on the radio, television, late night television, the jokes, the punchlines, and so on and so forth. At that time, did it make you smile that he was part of the conversation, or did it just cut you like a sword? I didn't even go with knife on this one. I went with sword.
It's kind of, you know what? Most of publicity we get and everything is kind of nice, just to know that he's in on the conversation with these people, all these other celebrities that are passing away. Just to know that he's in there with that group is kind of flattering, and it's an honor just to know him, let alone be his son. But yeah, there's some mean spirited people out there, but that's for everyone. I mean, I'm not alone on that. There's Michael Jackson's family. I feel bad for those kids, man. They're gonna grow up seeing some bad jokes and. Yeah.
Well, and now are you going to follow in your father's footsteps as far as a pitchman is concerned? I know you were working in the show behind the scenes.
Yeah, I work in production, and a lot of people have been asking me lately, am I going to pitch, and trying to a lot of my family's trying to push me into it, and I never wanted to pitch while he was around. I kind of did my own thing, and the music, but
do you kind of feel like you should now?
It's almost like the week he passed, and I'm going around. I was wearing the blue shirt and khaki pants at the funeral and all that.
That's great.
And everyone at the funeral, and I looked like him and everything. So people were saying, you should step in. So at that point, I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to do it. But now that it's all died down, I'm like, no, because I'm not going to rush into it. If I step in there and just start imitating my dad, it's not going to get any respect. It's going to be a joke. So if I would ever do it, I would have to go out in the home shows and pitch to a crowd and just really get my chops up to get some respect.
Well, that's what he did. That's how he honed his craft.
Yeah.
And when we had
I'm sure he knows his dad's story, Fish.
Well, this is for everybody else. When we had him on the show, I said, is it weird that people come up and will ask you for your autograph because you're just you're basically a glorified salesman, which he took offense to.
He did.
I go, it's not like you're an artist. And he goes, no, I disagree with you. I am an artist. I started off on the boardwalks. I learned behind he started throwing out these names, and this is a craft that I'm passionate about. And I go, sir, you know what? And then he launched into his Billy Mays voice. And then I stop. I go, you know what, sir? You're exactly right. A different kind of an art, obviously.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, like, I've seen him work, and I know that it's more than just reading and yelling. And he wouldn't even call it yelling. He projecting. It was projecting.
It's not yelling. It's projecting.
I mean, he learned that because you're on a booth and you got to bally a tip. It's called. You got to call the people in. You got to bring them in. So how does he do that? He yells. So I mean, It's more than just he would write the scripts. All those lines were mostly his. He came up with all those rhyming lines and all that. It's like it's a whole. Now
Sully, his partner there on Pitchman.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Anthony Sullivan.
Yeah, Anthony Sullivan.
Yeah.
It was those guys that originally came up with that sticker, right?
Yeah, it's one of the directors, Arwen.
Okay.
Arwen Saxon.
And they passed these as stickers, and basically it's just a floating head of his father, the big old smile, big old grin on his face, made everybody smile at the funeral, and then you posted a couple of pics on Twitter. Yeah. People went, "Oh, can I get one?" It's now turned into you just are buying 10,000 stickers.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you want, you put it on your guitar case, you put it on your car, you put it on a stop sign.
There's
somewhere.
weirder things than that people are putting them
Where
on.
have they put the stickers?
Just, you know what? I think the weirdest one was on a Thigh Master. And they took a picture of them using the Thigh Master with my dad's face.
All right, you're going to have to shoot us that picture. I saw one, too, where a teacher at the beginning of school had one of those. She put it up on her board. It says, Billy Mays says, welcome back to the second, or welcome to the second grade, or, something along those lines.
Now that it's really out there and people are seeing the pictures, no one's going to send me pictures of it on their bumper anymore because I have thousands of those, and now it's going to be like some really interesting stuff coming in the next batch, I'm hoping. So.
And it's a great memorial to your father as well.
Do you encourage people to put them on stop signs and yield signs and all that
kind
of
stuff? I don't encourage that. What people do with their stickers is their own decision, and, I in no way support vandalism of any kind.
But you will take those pictures, right?
Oh, yeah, a picture's a picture.
Now, did I was reading on your Twitter, did Tony Little really back into your car?
I have no comment on that.
Oh, no.
He lives here in the Bay Area, too, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's a great guy, man. We work with him, in production. We do a lot of his fitness shows and stuff. He's a good guy.
Right. All right. Well, let's get to some of your music. We don't have a lot of time with you.
You
sure?
No, do whatever. You want to play a clip? Go ahead.
Let me just play one clip.
You can get these songs on iTunes under Soft Words Traverse.
All right.
And I got a full-length album coming out in November.
Right on. Well, here's a song that I didn't play. I played a little clip, a few seconds here. Here's the one that, here we go, fired off here. Are you embarrassed to hear your own stuff?
No, I'm not embarrassed.
Okay, all right. Here we go.
Go ahead. This song was played on the tribute to my dad on Discovery.
Really?
They put this music on there, which is kind of cool. So
this is stuff that all done on computer,
it's
or
all me. It's me, guitar, electronics, programming, all that, and it's kind of just atmospheric.
I can totally picture this being on the tribute.
Yeah.
A voiceover.
Yeah.
How long have you been putting music together like this in this capacity?
In this capacity, you know what? This music comes from this year, this kind of music, because before this I was making all kinds of stuff. I made some hip hop beats and
all right, now we're talking.
But this stuff, I had a kind of tumultuous year besides this whole thing. This, and in February my apartment burned down.
I like how you throw kinda before all this stuff. Yeah, that's right, your apartment burned down too.
Man.
I didn't know about that. What happened with
February.
that?
My apartment burned down. I don't really know what happened. It was arson, and
somebody burned
a whole
it down?
building burned down,
Okay.
and I lost everything, but you got to move forward.
How is it that you seem to be so happy despite all the stuff that's happened to you?
I'll tell you how.
Genetics?
It kind of is. When my apartment burned down, first person I call, I'm watching my apartment burn down, and I'm talking to my dad. And I'm saying, Dad, what am I going to do? All my stuff's gone already, and, I'm, freaking out, shocked. And he did the same thing. He's like, you know what? This kind of stuff happens. You're alive. We're going to move forward. You're going to be better from this. And he was right, It was a rough month, not having anything, but, no clothes. I had to buy everything again. But all of a sudden, 2 months later, I'm like this new person with, deeper things going on. And then all of a sudden I get the call that he's passed. And that all I could hear was that speech going through my head is this happens and you're gonna get better. And, I gotta just move on, move forward. So that's me. That's why I'm here.
All right. And before we let you go, what do you want people to know about your father, about Billy Mays? That that he's always going to be known as.
Oh, I know what he's going to be known as. Yeah.
What is it you want people to really know about your father?
Just how generous he was and how sincere he was, and he was really just down to earth. Anyone who's met him can tell you that. Whether they were a stranger or they worked with him or whatever, he would sit there and he'd listen to you. He'd take a picture. He wasn't too good for his whatever. He was just really flattered that anyone wanted to talk to him, in an airport, just randomly. So, that was real. He's a real guy, and he's more than just that guy who's yelling at you on TV. And I just wish everyone could have met him, and that would have been really good. But now I'm just going to try to, they can meet me and see what he made. So.